Okay, I am probably the worst Roblox player on the planet, but I do know how to write AFK scripts. So here's how you do it in 5 minutes. Go over to a web browser and you're going to search for AutoHotKey. And you're going to download and install this program. I think it's only for Windows, so sorry about that. And then once that is installed, all you do is you go ahead and we're going to open up a new text editor. First thing we're going to do is assign a function to stop the script in the middle of whatever we want to do. And this we're going to set for the escape key. Basically any key you want, you follow with 2 colons. End with return, that's the basic function, and anything in between, that's what you want to execute. Exit app. So that should run just fine. So if we're running a loop script, all we do is hit escape and it'll just kill it in the background. Okay, so the first function we're going to write is we're going to send the E key, which is pretty much universal in My Restaurant, to do any action. So we're going to be listening to the F12 key with 2 semicolons, return, end the script, and then we're simply going to use the send function with a comma, and then the key we want to trigger, which is E. I'm going to go ahead and save it. If we go to the desktop, double click it, and we're going to pull up, just for tests, we're going to pull up Notepad, see if this works. And I'm going to hit the F12 key. That seems to work fine. And remember, if you hit the escape key now, F12 should no longer work. So it's like exiting. Let's go back to our script. Now we want to figure out how to loop it. Okay, so loops basically we're gonna wrap this in a repeating function, like any other programming language. So just type loop with a comma, and we have to wrap everything we want to do in parentheses, or curly braces, or whatever you want to call them. Now it should do that really quickly, but we don't want that because it's going to be way too fast. We need to set a delay in between our E keys. So what we have to do is actually have it sleep or wait in between each loop iteration. So that is the sleep command. And we're going to have it sleep every 1,000 milliseconds, or once a second. Go ahead and save it. Back to desktop. Double click it. Go back to our thing, and we're going to hit F12. Okay, that's doing it all by itself. I'm not pressing it. Escape to stop. Now, the thing in Roblox, this isn't good enough to detect timeout. What you have to do is you have to do something that's more human, like hitting keys, bouncing around. But one thing I found for most games that works fine is just moving the mouse. Works just fine. So now we're going to introduce a new command to move the mouse once a second as well. So we're going to use the random function. And we're going to assign it to a new variable. We'll call that num. And we're going to say how much to move the mouse. So wherever the mouse is sitting, we'll have it go, say, between minus 100 pixels, which moves it to the right, to the left, and then positive 100. That should be fine. Now, to take this value, num, which is plus or minus 100, and now we're going to take this value of num and we're going to move the mouse with this operation. Mouse, move, and num. Since this is a value, we have to wrap it until the script scripting language to use the value as an operator. Comma, and you have to add comma 0, comma 0, capital R. Save it, and then escape. That should be everything we need. And we go back to my Roblox game. See all these people in the E, they're waiting to be seated. They only come when a waiter comes. But if I move my guy here, place him right in the middle of the crowd, and you'll see my mouse. I'll put the mouse right on the gumball machine, cursor on the gumball machine. I'm gonna hit F12. And that should auto seat everybody, and with the mouse moving, this should run for days. Okay, if this is helpful or you want more tips on how to do anything with AFK scripting, leave a comment below and I'll make more of these. Okay, thanks, bye.